Oh, there I am. I'm still getting the hang of using this script. Let's put a pause on that music there. Hello, everybody. Oh, there I am. All right, let's get that thing muted real quick. Hi, everybody. Wow, I'm still getting used to this thing. It wants you to click twice to go live. Go figure. So everybody's in, getting backstage, getting their microphones turned on, getting their cameras adjusted, and coming on in. How is everybody today? I've got a special guest for you today. I'm just going to go ahead and bring him up front. The shirt that I'm wearing might be a clue.
Hey, good evening. Now, how did you? How did you didn't tell me this?
No, I didn't tell you.
Your beard's a little more awesome than mine is, though.
I might have been growing it a little bit longer. You never
know. That's pretty awesome. Now, these are one-of-a-kind shirts. Well, I guess not one-of-a-kind, but these are special shirts. Only special people got these shirts.
There's not very many of these out there.
Nope.
I don't know. I don't know who all is out there right now. If I've got StreamYard up, it doesn't tell me who exactly is in chat. So I'm still getting coordinated, trying to figure some of this stuff out.
It doesn't get much easier.
For people who don't know, this is Tim with Ridge Life, and he's been a friend of the channel for a long time. And I wanted to come on today to give you a sort of an invitation and an announcement for something that he's doing. But before we get to that, how have you been doing?
Man, we're doing great. It's getting cold here in West Tennessee, but we didn't get the snow you guys got, but now we're doing great here. The bunnies are doing good, the chickens are doing good, the log home is we're almost ready to get our inspection done. So that's awesome.
Oh, nice. So is anybody living in the log home right now, or is it still in that being built stage?
It's everything's exposed on the inside, waiting for an inspection. And right now, my mom, that's going to be her retirement home. She's living in a camper trailer out back, making sure all the contractors do what they're supposed to.
Oh, okay. So she's happy because she's got somebody to boss around.
Oh yeah, well she always got me. So.
Right. Oh man. Yeah, our mother-in-law, well, my mother-in-law, it's my wife's mom. She lives right next door, but unfortunately she's in a rehab center right now because she had an accident and injured her back and her arm, and they've got her there taking care of her because at the moment she needs at least two people to help her get up and around.
Absolutely.
Anyway, wow. But having family members, especially elderly, close to us, I think is important. It's good for the younger generation to see the proper way to respect your elders, and of course, it's good for the elders too, and it's good for us to have people that we take care of. At least that's my opinion. I don't know. I could be wrong.
Oh, I agree, 100%.
All right. So where were we at? Oh yes. Any luck on the deer hunting?
Well, yeah.
Since we last talked.
No, I did harvest my first crossbow deer this year, and last year I harvested 6 deer on the property, and it was just a great, phenomenal year for venison, and we had all kinds of jerky and all that stuff. Now this year, I had a food plot going. I got my first crossbow deer, and since rifle season started, apparently I forgot how to shoot because I've missed deer. I'm not talking about. I'm trying to self-film now, and I think that's kind of part of it. I got two cameras going. The deer has to be in shot in the view of the camera. I'm adjusting, and then I got to take a shot. I've missed deer. I missed 2 big bucks.
Right. And last year, were you trying to film while you were hunting?
I just had a camera mounted to the tree stand, and I didn't even worry about it. What it caught. But now, I got all this stuff, so I got to focus. As late as the season is getting, I got to focus on getting some freezer meat. So I've got a little bit of time left, and I'm going to fill that freezer.
Maybe you just strap the GoPro on your head and just not worry about it. That camera always complicates things.
I'm blaming it on that, but what was bad is I don't know if you saw one video. I missed a nice buck, And I went back and I took my 30-06 at 80 yards and I set it up there. I set it on the back of the Kubota and I shot, and then I
Yep.
free-handed it and I shot this big in a
Yeah,
pie
your
plate.
was good. I saw that.
So I don't. It had to be either buck fever or just preoccupied. I don't know.
Yeah,
No excuses.
It's a real thing.
Yeah.
It's a real thing. The increase in heart attacks goes up during deer season because people get there and they'll be looking and the heart starts doing the little pitter patter, and the next thing you know, they're needing to go to the hospital because it's just the strain's there.
That's right. That's right.
Hey, I see Voonchild is here. Carl's off grid is here. Hey, Carl, if your camera's in working order, go ahead and click that link. I did want to get you up here into the studio today too, because you've got something to share with us. I think if you want to, you don't have to come up here. And that's the other thing I want to tell you, people out there that are in the chat right now. This particular live stream is really your show. It's the way it is in YouTube. Looking at some guy with very little talent carrying on and trying to blow their own ego up. Nobody wants to watch that. The big action is in the chat stream where you guys are at, and you're the stars. Absolutely. You guys, well, this guy here too, but you guys are the stars. And so this show is mainly for you, and you're welcome backstage anytime. So click that link and I'll get you up here. Think of it as being kind of like walking into walking up to the back porch, and there's a bunch of friends gathering at the house, and we're going to hang out and have a good time, hopefully, and maybe you learn something from each other, and that's basically the way it works around here. All right, so since everybody else is still getting their act together, Tim, wanted to talk to you about Sundays.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see Darren's in the house today. Hey, Darren. Darren from Down Under Farm and Forage. She's in Australia. It's about the middle of the day down there. And whenever you guys are ready to come back into the studio, just go ahead and click that link. And something is trying to crawl across my camera there. Oh boy, it's winter. The critters are coming indoors. So every Sunday and every Tuesday you have live streams, and you've got a special one coming up tomorrow where you're going to do something a little. You're going to do something icky tomorrow.
Yeah. I do 3 live streams every week. I do the Tuesday nights. Is the newest one. It's called the Watch and Grow, and that's where I play other people's videos, and we chat about them, and I just basically do an hour and a half long shout out watching other people's videos, and it's just been very, very popular. It was supposed to be an hour show, and it just keeps being longer and longer. I just can't close it when all those videos are still queued up, So that's Tuesday. Thursdays are my just my regular live, where we celebrate. We just celebrated 5,000 subscribers. It was awesome. We celebrated 5,000 subscribers, and we just I do regular shout outs. I have featured channels, but it's just a time to really focus on the comments, the chat. I'm not doing something. But yes, this Thursday we are going to me and Kevin from Lazy Pond Farm. Ernie Hatmaker sent us some Jeprox fish, which are dried salted smelt, a big old bag of them. And and so I bought a bag for Kevin and some extra hot, spicy Asian mustard. And we're going to dip these things, a whole bag of them. We're going to dip them in the mustard and eat them.
You didn't do like you did with the peanuts and divide them up and send some of them over there. He's got his own.
He's got a whole bag. I mean, this big of these dried fish, and supposedly they smell really bad. I don't know in the dried state how bad they smell, but I bet as soon as you get them in your mouth, they kind of pop back up. So we're going to eat these.
They got a really strong smell to them.
He says he's going to puke. I don't know if I'm going to, but he says he is. But that's this Thursday at 7 p.m. Central. Now, Sundays, something I started last fall. I started doing a Sunday lessons from the ridge, and I pre-recorded them. They were Bible lessons taking place throughout the property here, by the bees, in the barn, on the pond, in a tree stand, and they were fun. Well, this whole pandemic thing hit, and people couldn't go to church. I couldn't go to church. So we started doing them live,
Right.
just live lessons from the ridge. So I'll have a topic, and
So that's how it got started. You were just doing that, and then all of this happened.
yeah. So so Bible study topic. I get led for on a topic, and then we just do it. And the comments, the people are getting fed. They're feeding me, and it's just a blessing. It really is a blessing. And then now with this thing ramping back up, more people can't go to church again. So we're continuing it. We're continuing it.
Yeah, I mean, we have this opportunity here. We're on YouTube, and yeah, we're not big stars or anything, but we have this platform where we can do the things that TV used to do.
Yeah.
Right? A long time ago, there was broadcast TV, and you would sit down, you tune in, and if you weren't sitting in the seat watching at that particular time, you kind of missed it. But we have this advantage now where it can be live, but people can come back and watch later. But the advantage of being live is there's that interactive component to it, which TV never had. But we're the people that are actually here at the forefront of that. And why aren't we using the platform of YouTube for doing more of those things that we used to get from things like television, even radio, for that matter? And so you've got a weekly, and the other streams are great too. And I love going to the Watch and Grow. I'm not going to miss seeing you eat fish tomorrow, but that weekly. It's a Bible study. It's not a church service, but like a regular.
It's lessons from the ridge. It's just Bible lessons.
Yeah. But that weekly meeting of people of faith getting together and having fellowship is something that, especially right now, a lot of people are missing out there.
I'm really moved too by the people that, I mean, it's people from Australia, the UK, Canada. We've got some from Indonesia. It's really it's amazing how global it is for being a small channel. We may have 50 people in it, but the people that are saying that's their Bible study for the week. And when I first started doing it, I probably had, I don't know if I didn't have maybe 200 or 300, 400, maybe I was 500 subscribers. I don't know. Actually, if I started it last fall or winter, it couldn't have been because I just started last fall. So, but I said, now that I'm getting 100, 200 subscribers on YouTube, how can I not use this platform for the Great Commission? There's this many people that are captive. I mean, I guess, they can always click off.
Yeah, you can always go to some other channel and watch something else. But
I've got this platform, I got this voice, and if I don't use it at least this one day a week, I don't feel I'm doing my service. So it's fun. I enjoy it, and I'm getting great feedback from it, and I just appreciate the ability to do it.
Right. Now, my grandfather came down from Kansas, 1930s and 1940s, to arrive here in northeastern Oklahoma to farm that fertile Arkansas River Valley land. Well, more or less fertile. Of course, Dust Bowl was happening. The Great Depression was happening, and he was out in the middle of nowhere with his farm. And he would have people that would come in seasonally, market workers, to help with the harvest because, well, that's the way it worked back then. I guess it still works that way in a lot of places right now. But the area wasn't quite as settled as it is nowadays. So churches were few and far between. And so grandfather would every Sunday, he'd take out his Bible and open it up and find something to talk to the people that were there. And it wasn't just the people that worked on the farm; it was people from other farms in the neighboring area would all come together for their Sunday services. And he just sort of fell into being a lay pastor. Hey, guess what, Tim? You're falling into being a lay pastor.
Exactly right. Exactly right.
I tell you what, though. I got the opportunity to have a look at his Bible, and he would write his notes in the margins of it. And it was just page after page. Every time you turn a page, it was all filled with handwritten notes in the margins. And some of it would be about ideas that he had for what he was going to say on Sunday. And a lot of it just had to do with relating what he was reading and interpretation of it and how that related to working on the farm and working with the soil and working with land and growing food and being in this nature that has been created for us. And that was really powerful. Unfortunately, my cousin down in Texas has the Bible right now, so I don't have it and I can't show it off. Like, hey, look.
Now that's one thing. I am not a pastor. I was a deacon in a small Southern Baptist church. Actually started off substitute Sunday school teacher, hey, Tim, can you teach? We're going on vacation. Yeah, sure, I'll teach. And to becoming a Sunday school teacher, to becoming a Sunday school director, to one day being ordained as a deacon. And it was something I could not say no to, the calling. But I am not a pastor. I'm not an ordained pastor. So what I tell everybody that's watching is if you think something I'm saying is wrong, we need to compare it to the Bible, because every one of my suppositions, it needs to be Bible verse based and deeply rooted in Scripture. So sometimes I'll get off on a tangent, and I hope people call me out, and then we look back at what the Bible said. So far it's been pretty good. The enemy hadn't led me astray, but I want to make sure I leave that for everybody, that I'm just a man. I'm fallible. I'm easily manipulated and fallen.
Well, you're getting ready to eat bait tomorrow.
I'm getting ready to eat. Exactly. Eating some bait. So that's right.
You should know better than to take a dare like that. Oh, man.
Well, Ernie Hatmaker knows me well. She sent me the tube of terror peanuts, 13 million Scoville unit. I about died. I seriously almost called 911 that night about midnight, because I really thought I was going to die. It was bad. It was bad.
I got a hold of some Flamin' Hot. It was an off-brand. You're familiar with the Flamin' Hot Cheetos, right? Well, this was some off-brand that had shown up as at the dollar store. It's the only time I ever saw that. So chances are the shipment was not exactly right, and they got a discount. But I got a bag of those and I ate them. I was like, oh, these are really hot, but they're good. They're really hot though. And so I got another bag and I ate them. I'm sure it was nowhere near as bad as your experience, but I have an inkling of what it probably felt like. Whenever you realize it's too late, it's already past the point where you can get rid of it. It's going through.
Now I don't know these numbers exactly, but like a jalapeno, say like 25,000 Scoville unit. Let's say a habanero is maybe 125,000. A ghost pepper, a million and a quarter. We did 13 million. 13 million. Carolina Reaper is like an 8 or 9 or something. This was 13 million. So 25,000 or whatever for a jalapeno. We did 13 million Scoville, and it was seriously. That's
kind of the point where you're starting to see things.
If you watch the video, Brian and I were both delusional. I thought I had 14 peanuts. I had 19. I didn't really remember eating them all. And then we just started jibber jabbering because I was seriously delusional. I mean, my hands were going numb, and
oh wow,
it's crazy. I didn't know. It was like, seriously, it was like a endorphin rush that just kind of blocked out my whole thought process.
Yeah, I know that the folks that are really heavily into herbalism will say that cayenne pepper, capsaicin, has an anesthetic property to it. It's like, I've never eaten so much of it that I felt that anesthetic property kick in, but apparently you have now. So,
oh man, I am clean from head to toe.
All right, now we were supposed to have some other people joining us today. There's Darren. He can't come on because he's at work, and he's able to chat a little bit. But he's down in Australia in the middle of the day, and he is one of the team captains for the Southern Hemisphere for Shedwars this year. And we've got Lynn and Wayne, but it's about 4 o'clock in the morning where they're at, and they're probably asleep right now. that would be the other team captain for the Southern Hemisphere. I have no idea where Mark and John are at the moment. One of these days we'll have all 4 of them together in the same spot, and I think that'll be a hoot. We're going to have to do a draft for Shedwars this coming year here in probably a week or 2, I think, sometime by February. Oh no, it's going to be about a month maybe. I'll have to get with the rest of the guys to figure that out. Of course, I know you've been bugged about it. And, hey Tim, when are you going to start a garden? Hey Tim.
And I really wanted to in 2021, but we need to finish the log home. I've got to finish the barn repairs. I got one side of the barn. I need to get the old termite damaged wood off. I did all the rest of it. We got to redo the chicken coop. I'm sorry. I got to pull the old chicken coop out. I'm gonna make it into a duck coop by the pond. I got to build a new chicken coop, hardware cloth all of it in the run. Got to make new trails. I got to make a new hunting field because now that the log home there, I got to make a new hunting field.
Right.
So there's 2021 right there almost. But I'm thinking about making some raised beds and just starting, just getting my feet wet with it. Because if I don't, I'm never going to. You know what I mean? It's something I really want to do. So I've got some seeds that some friends have sent me last. So we'll see. We'll see.
Carl's is not able to get on for some reason. It's not letting him. It's not letting him connect.
Now, talking about for StreamYard, he can do it. He can do it from his phone or from the PC. It works on the phone now too.
All right. Let me see. Yeah, I'm getting a notification here from Down Under. It says device is not connected. So that's Darren. That's Darren at Down Under Farms. He's got to get his camera and microphone set up on it, but he's appeared backstage now. That's great.
Cool.
Yay. So that was the big announcement. Is Sunday service. I don't want the rest of the conversation to miss that point, but on Sundays, it's I think 10 o'clock in the morning Central is whenever
10 a.m. Central. We are fairly consistent. I think I've missed just a couple in the last 10, 11 months. So
yeah, that is a huge service that you're offering to the community, Tim. I greatly appreciate it.
It's a blessing to me.
Yeah. All right, let me bring Darren up here. I don't know. Have you ever met Darren?
I think I've watched his videos. I haven't been on a live stream with him, but what's up, Darren?
How you doing?
Doing great, man. I can't compete with these beards. Look at his beard and your beard. I got nothing.
Let me get this organized here. There we go. That's better. There we go. So yeah,
my name always hides the beard. There we go.
Yeah. See, this is how you can tell, like how the ladies can tell you're a real man. Huh?
That's exactly it.
Hey, I grew one a while back. It was before the YouTube days. I had it about right here, but
hey, I own a forge. It's an unwritten law that you need to have a beard.
Oh yeah.
I suppose. Yeah.
And the accent doesn't hurt either. It's.
And you gotta have some biceps too.
Yeah, that's why you and I are wearing sleeves, I think.
Well, we're up there.
Well, and it's also a lot hotter here than there.
Yeah, it's like 25 degrees outside right now. So,
Darren, you were saying that Lynn and Wayne are in the same time zone as you are?
Yeah, they live an hour or so away from me.
Oh, okay. Maybe they were talking about it was 4 a.m. at the moment that I talked to them, and not 4 a.m. Maybe that's what they meant. Wow. I mean, I know Australia's big. Midday for Darren. And it's 4 a.m.
We've got a 3-hour time difference across the country.
Okay. I was confused. That happens quite often. It's easy to.
No, you're a very smart man, mate. I've watched your videos.
Hey, Jason, I told my wife I wouldn't be on too long. We're going to have dinner here in just a little bit. I appreciate.
Yeah, you better go eat. You better go eat because on YouTube all the time.
Yeah. It's a lot. Yeah. I got to be careful. But Darren, it was great to meet you. Finally, I appreciate you.
Great to meet you too, mate. I mean, we've chatted on just in streams and that sort of thing, but nice to actually talk to each other.
You too, and good luck with your channel, man. If you ever need anything, let Ridge Life know. All right.
No worries, mate, and God bless.
You too. God bless. Thank you, Jason. I appreciate you, man.
We'll be seeing you tomorrow, and we'll be seeing you on Sunday.
Hopefully you don't see me chucking.
Oh.
It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad. You take care.
You too. All right.
Thank you.
Bye. Okay. All right. So there you are.
You know,
Eventually, I'm gonna have all 4 captains up here. We might not have them all together at the same time, but that's one of those targets. It's a goal. I don't know if we're gonna hit it or not, but I will have all 4 of you up here at some point in time.
Mate, try even talking to the 3 of them who are the co-founders at the same time. It doesn't happen.
Oh yeah, it's crazy.
It is crazy.
Because John's doing whatever John's doing. Mark is, I don't know what Mark is doing tonight.
John's normally running his mouth.
Yeah, but you never see his face.
John's normally running his mouth.
True. Yeah. At that moment, I don't know which team I'm going to get drafted for. I hope it's Team Woodcutter, because I've been saving up a bunch of little digs to throw at John, because he's a good target. I have such a hard time being verbally mean to people, but
yes.
For John, I'll make an exception. I mean, partially because he asked for it, and the other part is because I know he can take it.
Yeah, look, it's not exactly my strong point, is digging at people.
Right.
And especially at the moment, because it's international, sometimes the humor doesn't translate.
Sometimes, yeah. Like, sometimes you guys have very different interpretations of some common words.
Yeah. Yeah, and the fact that those common words, it can end up going south very quickly when you try and use humor.
Going south, huh?
So I'm fairly.
That's a lot funnier on this side when I'm thinking about it, because you guys are down.
Yeah, look, I'm fairly good with American sort of talk, because I've got an American girlfriend, so I've got to translate what I say most of the time.
Is she living down there with you?
No, she lives in Georgia.
In Georgia in the United States.
Yep.
Right. Okay. Because there's that other. Anyway. Yeah.
Yeah. I was supposed to see her in April, mate.
I have a very good friend that lives in Tennessee that has an Australian girlfriend, and getting things coordinated so that either he can move there or she can move here, or however that's going to work out, has just been crazy.
Yeah. At the moment, we can't meet in person, so until we can meet in person, we can't even start an application. For
2 countries that have such good relations, we have real problems connecting.
Yeah, and it's just ridiculous. That's the year we've had.
This is my friend Carl. He is from the Great White Frozen North of America.
Hey guys.
And hey Carl, how you doing?
Good. How are you guys?
I'm good. Aaron, how are you?
I'm right with theme.
Are you growing it out?
I was growing it out. I just trimmed probably about 2 inches of it off.
Why'd you do that?
Well, Christmas pictures.
Yeah, okay. You just trim the sides, mate.
Yeah, you can always just make it neat a little bit.
Yeah, there you go. That would have been better.
All right, somebody has got, I think Darren, it's you. Somebody has got YouTube turned on with the volume on YouTube. You can go to your YouTube tab.
I'm on mute, man.
There you go, and that'll stop that. It's not loud, but I can hear it back here.
No, I'm definitely muted.
Oh wow. Okay. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's me. You never know.
Let me quick check.
I don't know where that
one of my kids has it on.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Hey, that's cool. So Carl's walking off. All right. Real quick before Carl gets back, because we want to talk behind his back where he can't hear us.
Yeah, no worries, man.
I'm kidding. You've got one of the 4 teams that's involved in Shed Wars this year.
Yes.
Can you tell us something? A little something about the other members on your team. Who are they, and what are they doing?
All right. Well, we have a very international team. We have 3 channels from New Zealand.
All right.
One who's just fixing up his tag, so most people haven't seen him yet, and that's Catch and Cook New Zealand. Great guy, single dad with a girlfriend. He's got an awesome little garden. So yeah, fantastic guy and great personality. Luke at Feather and Down. Pretty much anyone who's watching Shed Wars at the moment knows him because he keeps giving a bit of grief to John.
Right.
Good old Lucky Luke.
I've seen Lucky Luke before.
And there's Dana, and trying to say her channel name is near impossible. Pick a Wacka Farm or something like that. Again, another great grower out in New Zealand. Fantastic lady, but yeah, I struggle with that channel name. New Zealand names are really hard. Sort of like Australian names to you Americans.
Well, it depends. There's different cultural influences that shaped how those names got made in the first place.
Yeah.
I mean, generally speaking, a lot of us have a very strong English background somewhere. And that's one influence. But then we come from other places in the world as well. For example, my ancestry is mixed Cherokee, German, Jewish, and who knows what. But I grew up in a country. And Carl's, I'm not sure. Maybe German.
Are you still getting feedback?
What happened?
Are you guys still getting feedback? I can't figure out if it's mine. I don't have any other devices on other than this.
All right, let me try something real quick. I'm gonna mute mics and then experiment.
Okay.
All right, that mic is muted. Is there an echo?
I don't hear any echo.
I don't hear any echo. Okay, Darren, it is yours somehow. Somehow we're getting an echo from you.
Unless it's a mic setting.
Mary came into the chat. Hi, Mary. Let's see here. My wife is out there on the road right now.
All right, let's try that mic setting. Did that change it?
Okay, I don't hear an echo. We're good.
Yeah, I don't hear anything either.
Yeah, it must have been the mic picking up the speaker.
See, over there.
But yeah, cultural influences on names. I mean, in New Zealand, they've got the Maori influence on the names, and in Australia, we've got the Koori influence or the Aboriginal influence.
Right.
So it makes, those names really hard. Yeah, there's people in Australia who don't say the name of a town the same way.
Right. I know there's a lot of strangely named places up in Wisconsin too.
Oh, everything's named after a Native American, one of the Native American languages, and you can never pronounce anything. Oconomowoc, people come in. What's
What the heck? Yeah, we have a lot of native name towns down here in Oklahoma as well. And since Oklahoma just sort of like the dumping ground for everybody that they were forcibly relocating, it's just dozens of tribes with all different names, and every town's got a different one. And the languages don't always line up, so the rules change from depending upon where you're at. What pronunciation guidelines go for what particular town?
So now I've been out of the loop for a little while. When I'm up at the cabin, I don't get any connection with the internet. What did Shed Wars figure out for the land down under? Do we have a new team now for Australia and everybody, or how did that ever pan out?
Okay, we've got two teams in Australia. So there's two teams going head to head through our growing season.
Okay.
And then when our growing season ends, your growing season begins.
Yeah.
I don't know whether they're going to run it as two separate competitions because it's hard to get seed from there to here, or whether it's going to be everyone going against each other, which isn't really going to work because our teams are sort of like the big ones at 12, and I think we're at about 10 at the moment.
Okay. And you said your growing season is opposite of our growing season, right?
Yeah. Yeah, so our Gladiator challenges are different to the ones that you guys have got, apart from Mark's celery one, which is he's made that an international one.
So that was the problem that I had with Shed Wars is in the South, everybody's here in the US, everybody can start gardening so early. Well, by the time I was starting to make my videos, they were already midway through their season. And for me, a lot of my harvest, I don't get it until, October, the beginning of November type of thing. And it'd be interesting to see what Mark and John come up with this year, if they'll make any adjustments for that, because now that this has gotten so big, we're gonna have to figure something out.
A large part of the weight that I pull in every year comes a little bit after that cutoff date as well, because I go out and I hit the trees really hard for about 1 week. I'm out there harvesting nuts, and I get enough nuts to fill my belly up for the year. And I still eat meat, but a large part of my diet is nuts. Right now I'm going out and foraging them, but I'm trying to grow the trees also.
Is meat counted towards your total at the end of the?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Anything that helps you be self-sufficient.
Okay. Then see, I was out about 800 pounds. We would have had another 800 pounds for our collection, because I ended up getting 4 deer here in Wisconsin. Well, actually 5. So yeah, that would have been like another 800 pounds onto my total.
Yeah. You got some really good footage of your deer hunting too.
Oh, in this year I had Lyme disease, and typically I shoot some really nice deer in Wisconsin. A lot of our mature bucks go 200 plus pounds, when they're field dressed. And this year I was just feeling so horrible. I struggled to get those videos, and I settled on smaller deer where I was probably lucky if field dressed, they would have been, 150 to 160 pounds field dressed.
Right.
So.
Yeah. And me, whenever I do wind up going out hunting, I'm going out hunting because I desperately need the food.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I haven't had to go hunting for several years now. But whenever I do go out, it's like, okay, there it is. There's the meat. There's the meat. I'm going home. And so I very rarely ever get the trophy sized animals, whether it's fish or ducks or deer or whatever it happens to be, because it's always about, here's the food. Whatever
Exactly.
out there.
And I think that's the way it should be. And especially
whatever puts in your path whenever you're out there hunting, that's what you're taking.
Yep.
Yeah.
And especially with the way the world is right now with the COVID situation and everything, I don't know what the stores are like in you guys' neighborhoods, but here, some stores, there's only certain things that you can buy in certain amounts. So a lot of families that I interact with all kind of piped up and said, hey, if you can get extra tags for deer, we want to fill the freezers now in case if the crap hits the fan. So anyways, hey, I just noticed something.
Yeah. Hey, you've got the blue one, or is that a black one?
This is a black one.
Oh, the black one. Okay.
It's a little bit older. That was funny.
Hang on.
Had one on too.
Hang on. Yeah, the one that Tim has on tonight and the one I have on tonight are a little bit different from the one that you have on tonight. I don't know if you can. Don't know if you guys can see this or not, but there's some names on the back of that.
Oh, cool.
That's this is the Freedom Tour shirt from whenever Tim made his road trip, and I was fortunate enough to wind up being one of the names on the back of the shirt. So it's yay.
Oh, I really love that series. I really enjoyed. I think this was part of the series when he drove down Route 55.
All right.
Or Route. I said 55. Now I'm drawing a mental blank.
56.
Route 66.
66. Yeah. Should probably ask Mary. She's on the road all the time. She knows the highway names.
But he had some good video footage of there was one place in specific I was thinking of was like a big resort back in the day that ended up closing, and it was kind of overgrown, and that was pretty cool. I wish he was on here yet. I'd ask him about it. But,
well, chances are he'll be back around one of these days. I mean, if this show takes off and does what it's supposed to do, and a lot of people you're in chat and you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, which is clicking on that link and coming into the studio and saying hello and getting involved in cross conversations with each other on the screen. But that's okay. That's okay. You'll get used to it eventually.
You know, it's a good idea. It's a good format because there's so many questions that I have about YouTube. I'm relatively new to YouTube. You know, I just barely crested my first year of YouTube.
Yeah, and almost 6,000 subscribers so far, I think.
Yeah, it's
Oh, wow.
I think I just cleared 6,100 today, and like 6 months ago I was at 250. So I don't know how that happened, but there's so many questions.
Well,
I do stuff so primitively.
You've got some great footage. I mean, you have an unfair advantage. It's beautiful up there.
Oh, I think every place on this world has its own beauty.
Yeah. But you really have a unique talent for being able to capture and get that in frame. Just the scene where that doe is walking right up to you, and it probably would have come right up and been nose to nose with you if you hadn't have spoken. I think she would have been in your lap.
That was exciting.
That was just amazing.
You know, the camera doesn't do it justice either. She was literally 5 yards or less away from me, but it makes her look like she's a little bit further away.
Robert saying, "Nobody go up. I want to watch Darren's cuteness." Just wanted to say hello to some people down there in the chat. We've got Morris Patch of Heaven, Tulsa Fox. That's my wife. She's out there on the road tonight. Patty the Tinker's wife. We've got Walsh Farm. Tony is up there. We've got Adams Patch. Micro Farmer Homer. Homer, you're welcome to come up here anytime you want. You know that, right? All kinds of wonderful people in the chat, and of course, the folks in the chat. That's really where the fun part of just about every live stream is getting together with your friends, and the folks on the screen here are just kind of like our excuse.
That's it.
To get together and hang out with friends. All right, so Darren, you've got several from New Zealand. How many from Australia do you have?
How many from Australia? We have one. Yeah, my mind's gone blank. I really should have looked this up before I got on, shouldn't I?
It's your team. You don't know who you got. I don't know. Personally, I don't know how Robert and John, or not Robert and John, but how Mark and John are going to keep track of everybody on their teams, because we're having, I think, 30 members per team here in the northern hemisphere. And that's just an insane number of people to keep track of. Yeah, Primal Cajun just popped in and said hello. That's one of Danny's friends, I think. I'll think of yeah.
We have in Australia, we have Gerwin, whose channel name is Jandera. She's just joined us. She runs aquaponics and goats.
Nice.
So very interesting stuff going on there. We have David. He's Daisy Gray's farm. He's got a little sort of farmlet deal just around the corner from me. That's part-time. Another lovely little channel. Bibby and Agent. They are what's the name of it? Down on Boddington Farm. Now, Agent has a government job, so he can't show his face, so he's often wearing a sock in the videos.
Oh, well, it sounds kind of like Robert with Homestead Aquarius.
Yeah, but you don't even see that.
You never get to see him.
No, but yeah, he's got a government job, so he can't show his face. So he's got to wear that sock across his face, because otherwise they won't let him have the channel, or they'll fire him. They're a great little channel. They started up just for Shed Wars. They were friends of mine, and I was talking to them, and they were thinking about getting a channel, and it's like, come on, get it done. And yeah, they kicked it off for Shed Wars. So
I know a lot of people have really been inspired to get YouTube channels started, to get involved in things like Shed Wars.
Yeah.
It's
And the collaborations make it fun. It takes the intimidation out of it. It's like I'm joining in with something. I'm not out there by myself.
Yeah, and it is scary if you're just starting out. You don't know anybody. You don't know what's going on. You're getting used to just using the equipment, using the platform, using the format, and it can be very intimidating.
Oh yeah.
I remember somebody made a comment. It was on one of those gaming channels, but this particular gaming channel is being run by a guy who is a professional actor. Well, he's actually a professional comedian, but he had a clip where it was him and some of his friends that were hanging around, and they did a skit. And somebody said, real actors are on YouTube. And it's like, what's the difference? Whenever you see a Hollywood production, there is a person that's in charge of lighting. There's a person that's in charge of the camera. There's a person who writes the script. There's a person who directs. There's a producer. There's all these different jobs that come together. And the only thing that the actor is doing is memorizing the lines and then playing a role. And then it's captured and then edited. And somebody else, they're doing the editing too. People who do YouTube, we're doing all of it. We're wearing every hat that there is.
Exactly.
Well, I wear this hat, but we're wearing every hat. And if there's one aspect of the production that isn't, that's great. Well, hey, guess what? We are doing everything. So if you expect it to look like a Hollywood production, then I don't know what to tell you. I mean, we've got a lot of really talented people here in the YouTube community, and I'm pretty sure if you put any one of us, well, maybe not everyone, but any one of us in some sort of Hollywood role, whether that's we have people who are great with camera, we have people that are great with acting. We all belong in that spectrum somewhere. So when somebody says, "Oh, it's YouTube," whatever, it's like, hey, we're all celebrities here, basically.
Yeah, I don't know about celebrities. I'm 665, and I hate that number. I have 665 subscribers.
He's a huge star.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm avoiding my analytics for a week.
The thing that the thing that I like the most about this community too is, you feel such a connection to each individual. Now, Darren, I haven't subscribed to you, but I'm definitely going to do that as soon as we get off this live stream. But like Jason, when I watch your videos or John's videos or Mark's videos, it's incredible all the things the goals in everything that we have that's in common. And here we've never met each other outside of this venue before, or like the only person I've ever met was Mark, the Arkansas woodcutter.
Right.
And we called you that one time when he was in Wisconsin. He rolled through and he stopped by. And as I'm talking to you two, I'm just sitting there in disbelief, feeling like, wow, these guys, I could picture myself sitting down and having, dinner with these guys, breaking bread with them. And there's a feeling of brotherhood and unity that's there. That strangely, I can't explain what it is, but it's pretty incredible.
It is a real community with people, and now it's all over the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the thing is, like doing the channel, doing the team thing, I'm speaking to a lot of people because I've got to talk to them and that sort of thing. So I'm making phone calls, and you talk to them and you find, this could be my best mate. I just never got a chance to meet them.
Yeah. Hey, look, it's the friend I never met before.
Yeah.
Really quick. I wanted to address some comments really quick. We've got Lynn and Wayne finally made it. They haven't clicked on the link to join the stream yet, but they are here. They got times a little bit mixed up. That's understandable. And Conrad Homestead, am I doing online permaculture consulting now? Not professionally. Do you want some advice about something? If you want some advice about something and you're willing to take take input from a talentless hack like this guy, by all means ask away. But I'm not going to charge anybody for it. Anyway, Tony says, think of most of you as long lost cousins scattered all over the world. I mean, you've got the family you're born into, and then you've got the family that you choose. And
Yep.
I was reading this book. It's by Aldous Huxley, called The Island. And most people are familiar with Brave New World. That's where they know Huxley from. But he also wrote another one called The Island. And as I'm reading through it, he's talking. The guy is shipwrecked on this island where people live a little bit differently. And one of the things about their culture is they have a mutual adoption that they do. They take 25 different families and they all adopt each other. So essentially, you have the family you're born into, and then you've got your adopted family. And then whenever you grow up, you can go out, you can choose a different family that you can be adopted into. And I thought that's really cool. It's fiction, obviously, but just think about that concept where we can extend our families out to the point where we have a large group, and even the people that didn't have big families to begin with, if they're in that group, they're not alone and they're not by themselves. And having that extended family around is a great hedge of protection for individuals. They'll have people that grow up, they don't have kids to take care of them whenever they get older. But what do we do about those? And the way our societies have been doing that recently has not been the kindest. It's not the best way of organizing it, I don't think. But this concept of we all adopt each other. I mean, not everybody adopt everybody, but we have clans that we form based on our friendships together. I think that's a great thing.
Yep.
It goes back to the old saying, it takes a village to raise a child. It takes a village at every stage. Yeah, and we've moved away from that village mentality where people supported each other.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people that take that phrase, it takes a village, nowadays are they're on what we would consider the left end of the political spectrum. They're wanting this massive collective. That's not the way that's supposed to be.
No.
If it's not voluntary, if it's not where you go, this isn't working out for me, I'm going to walk away. If you can't walk away, if it's being forced on you, that's not a good thing. It's never a good thing. And what they're looking for is although at a certain level, yeah, it's noble to think that we could all look out for each other. But if it's coming at the point of a gun, it's not a good thing. It's evil.
Yeah.
Real quick, let me get Lynn on. And also, Carl, one of the reasons why I wanted you on here tonight, aside from being able to see your beautiful face, is come on, ladies. Doesn't he look wonderful? I'm going to get Lynn up here real quick. She's from Homestead Oz. But I wanted to have you tell us about one of the videos that you did very recently, the fan that's powered by your wood heater.
Hi,
Lynn. Real quick, I was going to have
hi everyone.
I was going to have Carl tell us about.
I can't hear you, Jason.
I'm doing good.
I can't hear any of you on my phone. I'll go on my computer, okay?
All right. Okay.
Sorry.
So
I can't hear a word.
So
I'll go on the computer.
So Jason, I see we only have a couple minutes left. Should we just hold that off for another time?
Oh, that depends. Do you need to go anywhere real quick?
I don't need to go. I just was looking at the counter on the screen. I don't know what time your live stream ends.
Oh, I'm shooting for a 1 hour live stream, but if I go a couple minutes over, I get 20 hours a month from StreamYard for free, and I'm nowhere close to hitting that maximum limit yet. So as long as I don't do 4 hour live streams five times a week, then I can still do one a week, and it can go a few minutes over.
What about a 7 hour live stream with no one there?
Oh, I think when John did that, he wasn't using StreamYard. Yeah.
I was there for that one. I think I was probably the only one at the end.
I clicked and I was like, what in the world is supposed to be going on here?
Yeah, I think everyone who saw it clicked on it.
I'm not
They've
here.
gone in there and gone, no.
Okay, so there is a device that is marketed for people that are using wood stoves. I've seen them before. I thought, well, that looks kind of interesting. I have no idea how it works, but I'm kind of interested in it. But they are a little bit, I mean, they're not incredibly expensive, but I think $40, $50 is more than I want to pull out of my pocket for something that just doesn't work. And Mary has got one on order from Amazon, but she hasn't clicked the buy yet. It's just in the cart, right?
Yeah.
And so we've been on the fence about whether we want to get it. We have our wood stove, but we don't use it. It's sort of there as a as an emergency measure in case things just go horribly wrong for some reason. But you did a video not too long ago where you got one, you actually brought it in, unpacked it, put it on the stove. Tell us a little bit about that if you could.
Okay, the reason what really drew me into it is I would like to do a greenhouse, but here in the north during night hours it gets so cold that I thought, oh, it would be great to have my wood burning stove going, but
Right.
I need something to circulate the air, and I'm completely off the grid when I'm at the cabin, so I don't have any power bank that's deep enough to run this 24 hours a day. So did a little research on the internet, and it's not any new technology. It's been around a while, but it's new to me. They have fans that work off of millivolts of power that is generated from heat. Kind of like if you have a gas-fired water heater, there's a device on there called a thermocouple that allows your gas to come in. And the thing that holds that open is the millivolts of electricity that are generated from your pilot light. So somebody kind of ran with that, and they figured out a way to power a fan to put on top of your wood burning stove that runs constantly. As long as you have heat, it's going to run. And so I thought, well, that'd be kind of a cool device to put on a YouTube video and to share with the community, because I'm sure if I didn't know about it, there's other people that didn't know about it, and it'd be great if it could help out the community in one way or another.
Yeah, I'd seen it. I just didn't know if it really worked or not. And it's like, yeah, I'm not sure I want to spend that money unless somebody's, actually used one and saw that it really worked. Hi, Lynn. Have you heard of
Hi
this?
all.
Have you heard of this
Good day,
device
Lynn.
Carl's telling us about? The fan that's
No, I
powered by
haven't.
your stove?
No, I haven't at all. But I was listening. I am cutting out, guys, but I can hear every second word. No
Okay.
worries.
Super.
Yeah. So I'm here. I thought it was going to be 4 a.m., Jason. I'm sorry about that.
I was talking with
The standard joke. Yeah, the standard joke is I'm blonde, but I'm really grey. I do have some wisdom sometimes. I don't know, but anyway.
He said, "Oh no, run it later at the same time zone." I was like, "Really?" Maybe we get confused about what time we were talking about.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So it's middle.
Good
Where
to
is it?
see.
Afternoon or middle of the day? What time is it right now? Where you're at?
It's 1 p.m. Darren, you'd be the same, wouldn't you? 1 p.m.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's not bad at all then.
Good. What time is it for you guys?
Right now I'm in Central Standard Time, so it is 8 o'clock, almost exactly 8 o'clock.
That's right.
So 1 p.m. is not bad. That's good.
Oh, yeah, it's good. Yeah.
All right. So Carl, you took it in, you unboxed it, you put it on the stove, it starts to work. Is it still working? Did it burn out or anything?
No.
It's an electrical device, a fan that you're sitting on top of the stove. So that's another little concern. Like, does it get too hot for the motor?
No, it doesn't get too hot. They have a warning as to, I think you can't have it over 250 degrees Celsius, but I think that calculates close to like 600 degrees Fahrenheit. So to get that thing too hot would be near impossible.
Okay.
So,
I could get it too hot.
Yeah, I'll bet you could with a forge. But how cold does it get, Lynn and Darren, in your part of the world?
Not as cold as you guys. Not as cold. Darren, you're a bit warmer than Mount Hotham, aren't you?
Yeah, I've never seen snow in my life. Let's put it that way.
Never seen snow. Oh wow.
Never seen snow.
Yeah. We've had snow on the farm, but when I see your blizzards over there, I'm like, nah, I couldn't live like that. Too cold. Too cold.
Now Carl gets a lot of snow every year, and this year was probably the most we've gotten in a long time. When I was a kid here in Oklahoma, we would have, every year you could count on seeing 6 inches of snow at some point. And that snow drifts up to 6 foot sometimes. But then for about 30 or 40 years, there's been almost nothing down here. And we've got some people that moved in not too long ago, 20 years maybe, that are saying, oh, yeah, it snows. Every now and there's a little bit, yeah. And then all of a sudden they get this thing. What happened? I said, well, I've been telling you, you need to make some preparations because this is Oklahoma. One day you're going to wake up and Hay River, Manitoba is going to be in your backyard.
Yeah. Yeah, well, if we're going to go into the grand solar minimum, how do we know we won't get snow down here, down under more than what we have? So that's something we're contemplating. Yeah.
Yeah, I think, keeping our heads on a swivel and, you may hear things and you may see things, and that doesn't mean that the world's coming to an end, but there are going to be changes and you have to be prepared to roll with it.
Yeah. Yep. Well, our weather system's already different down here. Darren, you'd notice it too if you've been gardening that long that you said you have. It's it's not the same as how we grew up.
Even the summers, you used to be able to reliably say that you're going to have 3-4 days of hot weather and then there's going to be a thunderstorm. Now you've got no idea what's coming the next day.
No, that's right. So get prepared, guys.
Or something with Jeff says 2 to 4 inches tonight in New York.
Yeah, I don't know that I could do that.
North. All right. Okay, so where are we at? Lynn, I was talking with Darren earlier about his team, and it's his team down here for Shed Wars. It's time for us to talk to you about your team. What do you got? What have you got going on with Southern Cross?
Southern Cross, we've got a great team like Darren has, and we're very excited. The main reason all our team's excited, I'd say Darren probably said it too, is that we're all able to show the world all our different hints and tips and how we are growing in our certain area. Now, we have some guys that are in very arid areas, so is Darren. We've got us at the moment. We've had the best season we've had for probably 30 years. So people are looking at us and going, wow, you guys are going well. Well, a couple of years ago, no, we were in drought and we couldn't grow a thing. Water was short. So every year's different, and our team members are aware of that. They're well-seasoned gardeners, a lot of them. Some of them never even had a channel. Some, as you know, Darren, Di and Jim, they'd never spoken on their YouTube channel. They'd only put up little clips. Now they're speaking, they're encouraged. So it's quite encouraging for Wayne and I and for all the captains of Shed Wars to see these people grow, not just in their garden, but their own personal life. That's great.
Yeah.
Whose team is Jeff on?
Jeff. Which one's Jeff?
Whose team is he on?
Grow something with Jeff.
No. Jeff,
No.
Who managed to get him?
I don't know. I haven't got it. We haven't got him, Darren. Have you?
I've got a Jeff.
No.
All right. Well, he's missing out then.
Well, he'll be in contact with either of us, I'm sure. So, yeah, there you go.
But
no, it was exciting.
Really, I think if he were to get in on this and get involved with one team or the other or both, that would be a great thing. But
the only thing I'm spewing about at the moment is I got some teams in Africa. I missed out on finding anyone in South America. I wanted to be the team that the sun never set on.
Oh, that would be neat.
And I missed out.
If you could find somebody in maybe Brazil or
I spent hours and hours and hours searching for people.
I know they're still farming up in the Andes Mountains in Peru. I mean, there's
that'd be great to see.
Yeah,
but not a lot of people run YouTube channels in South America. There's only a couple that run YouTube channels, and trust me, I spent a long time searching, and I got in contact with a couple, but they decided not to play.
Oh,
so
well, maybe next year.
And they grow enormous sweet potatoes down there. Enormous sweet potatoes in South America. Would have been good weight, Darren.
Like I said, I wanted to have the team that the sun never set on because no one else could match that boast. But
yeah,
that would have been fun.
Yeah,
so,
but no, it's been a good few weeks, hasn't it, Darren? I mean, the whole thing is that I was watching this season of Shed Wars, all the first season, and I was getting so excited because we were in winter here, and I'm like, great, these guys are showing me and motivating me to get going in springtime here. And then lo and behold, we're captains now and motivating our teams and watching them. We'll be watching all the Northern Hemisphere in a few more months' time. So it's the best thing I've ever found on YouTube to motivate people to get growing.
Even before Shedwars got started up, I was enjoying watching some of the Southern Hemisphere gardeners in the middle of the winter. I would be sitting here going, okay, it's cold, it's cold, it's cold. They got nothing going on. And then I could watch somebody in the Southern Hemisphere going,
yeah, yeah,
just
that's it.
Oh, that guy's growing food, darn him. But it got me excited about looking forward to spring coming around for us.
Yeah, not long to go.
Mary just said something about minus 50 in Wisconsin. Carl, can you confirm? Is it getting that cold?
That's just the wind chill.
That's the wind chill. Oh, okay.
Yeah, right
Oh,
now.
wow.
Right now, I think the last I checked, we're at about 15 degrees Fahrenheit. So I'm not sure what that calculates out to Celsius, but
Well, that's below freezing. So it's minus something Celsius.
yeah.
Degrees is huge.
That -5, I think it might be -5 maybe.
Minus 15, did you say?
No,
15
Carl said
Fahrenheit.
yeah.
Yeah, minus 15 Fahrenheit's well below freezing. Freezing 0 Celsius, which is 32 Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay, real quick, he had some problems getting here, but I've got Homer, the micro farmer, backstage. I'm going to go ahead and bring him up, and if you guys haven't met Homer yet, say hello.
I have.
He had some problems getting here, but I've got Homer, the micro farmer, backstage. I'm going to go ahead and bring him up, and if you guys haven't met Homer yet. All right, and real quick, Homer, go ahead and go to your YouTube tab and mute YouTube so that we can have your mic on. All right.
All right, Jason, I think I'm going to shut off.
And mute YouTube so that we can have your mic on.
Okay, hello.
All right.
Hello
there.
All right, Jason, I'm going to shut off.
And mute YouTube so that we can have your mic on.
Okay, hello. Oh, I'm here.
Hello there.
Hello.
All right, hang on. I got your mic muted again. Double check and make sure that YouTube is muted. Otherwise, we're going to get that echo going on. And just give us a thumbs up whenever you've got YouTube muted. All right, technical difficulties. Gotta love it.
You do.
Hey, Jason.
Yes.
I have a meeting I got to run to, but thank you for inviting me on your live stream.
Thanks for coming on, Carl. Yeah, thanks for coming on.
All right, it was a pleasure being here, and it was a nice meeting all of you.
It was awesome to meet you, Carl, and I'll be checking out your channel, mate.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Have a
Thanks,
great
Carl.
night. All right.
All right, hurry, mate.
All right, let's see if we can get Homer on here.
Hey, gentlemen. Hello. Hello.
All right, Homer, you
Yeah.
still go. All right, let's see if we can get Homer on here.
Hello.
It just needs, yeah.
Hello. Hello.
All right, Homer, you
Yeah.
still
I'm having a delay.
Yeah, you've got YouTube turned on. You've got the YouTube volume coming on on YouTube. Yeah, mute your mic again. Homer, what's going on there? Your YouTube is running.
He's got an extra tab up.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Your YouTube is running, and it's running down. We're getting it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. See if this fixes. We're getting it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we're still getting it. All right. See if this fixes. We're getting it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're still getting it. All right. All right. I just get the I'm sorry. As long as we got that echo coming back the way it is, it's hard to hear anybody with that echo just coming over and over and over again. All right.
Yeah. It's as bad as editing. You hear your own voice again and again and again.
Yeah, and there is that delay that kicks in, and it just takes a while to cycle through. It got me the first time, so we all have to get used to it, I guess. All right, so we've got the wow, I'm getting echo.
You getting echo?
Yep, somebody else is doing. Probably Darren. It's always Darren.
Am I okay? Yeah,
Yeah,
there
you're
was an echo there. Yeah, okay.
You're okay.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I haven't changed it.
It's weird. Anyway, so we've got the Southern Hemisphere captain supposed to be on. So that's at least half of what I was hoping for. I didn't get Mark, and I didn't get John tonight for some reason. Although
I know why you didn't get them, Jason.
why?
Because they're too busy counting seeds in these next few days. That's what Mark was doing on his channel yesterday.
Yeah, that's what Mark was doing yesterday. But you think it'd be done by now? I told him
a lot of seeds to count.
Oh man. Well, maybe next week we'll be able to get both of them together. But we're about a quarter after the point, and well, I did promise some entertainment if we did this variety show. So there's a fellow backstage right now that's pretty entertaining. I don't know if he's going to play anything for us tonight or not, but he is a hoot to talk to. Let me go ahead and introduce you to Jules or Jamie Slate.
Jules.
I know Jules.
He is a hoot.
Jules is having dinner.
Let me go ahead and
It sounds like a ham radio show, man.
I
know Jules.
Yeah.
Jules is having dinner.
Oh, wait a second. Maybe it's me. Like a ham radio show, man. All right, I got it.
All right, there we go.
Did you see that, Micro Farmer? You have to mute YouTube.
You have to put YouTube on mute. It's kind of like whenever you call into a radio show, you have to extinguish your radio. If you ever that late night talk show, extinguish your radio, please. Of course,
Hey, look here, Jason.
Everybody does it. What are you eating, Jules?
Hand-cut bacon from Iowa.
Oh.
It's a Christmas gift.
Oh.
Nice.
You are as bad as Melody and Voon. Just showing us good looking food.
Yeah.
Now I'm hungry, and it's your fault.
Well, the hoof is not split if you cut the feet off. Then you're good, you know.
All right.
Lynn, what are you doing? What time is it? Wait. Let me guess. It's almost noon.
It's you clock. Well, it is actually noon because we're in daylight savings, so it's 12:15. You're right. Yeah, it's 1:15 really. Daylight saving.
Cool.
Yeah, and I'm not supposed to be here. It's only Wayne walked in and looked at the phone and said, "Jason's on now," and I went, "Uh-oh, I got the time wrong." So I'm here. So that's all right.
I've been in and out listening to this. I saw, well, Darren's here.
Yeah.
I guess you represent the other team.
I do, mate.
But I did take a 20-minute break. Did Mark or John ever show up?
No, I didn't see Mark or John. I saw Robert, but not Mark or John. So I don't know what they're doing tonight. I know they get notifications, so they must have had things. But I know Danny, John's wife, is not feeling well, so that can have him occupied. And I don't know what Mark's doing. He could be busy planting those trees. No, not this time of night anyway. I sent him some trees that he's supposed to be putting in the ground, so he's probably busy doing things anyway.
Did you send him bare root trees or?
Yeah, I sent him bare root.
Yeah.
Yep. I sent him 3 bare root pecan trees. 2 of them got started from seeds, and the other one is actually a divided sucker off of the parent tree. I thought that it was a seed start, but whenever I started excavating down there, and I found the root just kept on going down and down and down, I realized, oh, this one's a sucker. So he's got one of them is going to be a really great producer for him whenever it gets to maturity, and the other two are they're seeds. So the genetics could be a little bit different one way or the other. But the only thing they're getting cross-pollinated with, other than other of the Wichita cultivar, which is what they are, is a native next door that they could cross-pollinate with, and that's good genetics. So it'll make a whole bunch of small nuts that are really sweet and dense. So it'll be good nuts for them whenever they start producing. Real quick, I had some things I wanted to pass on. Ivy's Forge and Homestead wasn't able to make it tonight, but if you're not familiar with that channel, you should go check them out. Ivy's Forge and Homestead on the 19th. That's here in just a couple of days. They're having their very first introduction to blacksmithing course for war veterans of all things. So I wanted to make sure people knew about that. Follow Ivy's Forge and Homestead and see what they're up to. Teaching blacksmithing skills to a new generation, and of course, helping out some folks that have had some really hard times. I think that's a wonderful thing that they're doing. And another thing is, some people are already familiar with David the Good, the author of Grow Everything, Compost Everything. Oh, there's Mark. He just showed up. He planted the trees today. David is also having some health issues, so if anybody wants to go over there to the community page and give him a virtual hug, I'm sure he'd appreciate it. I told him I had to start up the live stream because I wasn't seeing him anymore. And our echo is back from somewhere.
I think it's Lynn.
Then it was me. Before it wasn't. It was a male voice. So then it was me. But yeah.
Let's see. So Mark, I still got the echo. Mark, are you to click on the link and join us tonight? I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. All right. We're about 20 minutes past, so unless Mark's going to come on and join us, I think we're about done for the evening. Just throw this thing away.
I was going to ask Darren what he's growing.
Are you not watching the channel? Really? Jules?
Go watch my channel tomorrow or tonight or whatever it is for you. I've been working on something pretty much the whole month and finally just got it done. I haven't had time to
The greenhouse?
No, a collaboration video. My excess time, I've been working on a video production. I haven't had time to watch a lot of stuff.
I don't get a lot of excess time, my friend. And this is work time right now.
You got time to put up videos.
Yeah, not as many as I was putting up.
But how's the season going?
Yeah, it's not going too bad. Should be starting to harvest the small pumpkins and the zucchini soon.
Well, Darren and I are both in Victoria, so we got the same season, haven't we, Darren?
Yep.
So, yeah. Lots of pests, but we're dealing with that. But, yeah, some of the guys in Northern Australia and all the rest, they're struggling because they've been in drought for years. I used to fly up to Cairns for business about 2.5 years ago, and I used to look down from the aeroplane and all I could see was brown. It's still the same now. Am I echoing? Sorry.
No, you're good.
No. Okay, yeah. So I'd look down and I'd think these guys are in drought. It wasn't on the news then. Now it is, isn't it, Darren? You can see it all over the news about the drought. It has been, but some of our team members are up there and they're real troopers. They're what we call the warriors because, you know, they don't have water. They've only got small tanks and they're trying to grow a few potatoes and, yeah, they're doing well. We've got the best season here in Victoria, in Melbourne and where we are right now. There's no excuses. You can see from our garden it's going well. Darren's got green leaves, but the other guys up north, they're struggling.
Well, John.
And the other thing,
John from
the other thing too is the
John. You need to get up here, John. We're talking about you behind your back, buddy.
everyone talks about John behind his back.
Well, of course, yeah.
And to his face.
But Darren,
it's a lot more fun to talk about him behind his back whenever he's present.
What do you say? You want to talk about me?
Oh yeah, we can talk about you too.
I don't want to talk about me. Hold on. Lynn is just running a mile a minute over here. You turn
Yeah.
that down.
I usually do.
I can hear y'all now. Well, that's
All right.
I love it. Let me get out of the hustle and bustle of the house and get out somewhere where I'm not interrupting entire family and stuff. It's freezing out here, though. Good grief.
I bet it is.
Oh,
Jason, Micro, Homer left you a note.
Right. So something about figuring out how to work with the Mac and StreamYard. I don't know. Maybe there's something different about the way Mac works.
Might be.
The link's up the top, John. It's pinned in the comments.
he's probably afraid to come on here with you. He said that you look like an iron forging dwarf earlier.
John, if you look at the very top of the stream, it's linked at the top of the stream. You can also find it in the comment section down below the stream. If you scroll down, I've got a pinned comment at the.
He said something about Wayne having glasses so thick he could see into the future or something.
But just in case you can't find it there, I'll drop the link here too. I try to put it in enough places where
It's
people.
blue. It's blue at the top, John.
You were
The
not
lighthouse
supposed to
mark
put
now.
me on
You
yet.
don't
I
look
was
like
not ready.
Robert from Homestead Aquarius.
Hang on a second here. Got.
Come on, John. I need to get off of here. Jason wants the team captains.
Well, Jules, didn't you want to run your own
It
team?
is so close.
Who said wanted to? I do. I do run my own team. It's blue and gray. It's actually the winning team. We have the horse.
That's Jules. We're gonna change. We're gonna change Team Woodcutter to Team Blue Gray, and everybody
Because-
Team Blue Gray. We'll be the happy crowd instead of the curmudgeons.
All right, everybody. We
John's here. All right.
joined by the other captain
Curmudgeons.
of.
Alas, he shows up.
This is John the Jellyfish.
Hello.
Turno.
Glad to see you. Nice to see you, Lynn. Nice to see you, Darren.
Yeah,
Um,
good to see you too.
This guy right here, big mouth. Big mouth right there. And Lynn, I did not say anything about Wayne having glasses that can see a billion miles away. It was actually this woodchuck.
He
that
was
said
saying that Back to the Future couldn't build a car to go back far
Yeah.
enough to look where Wayne could see in the past.
I did not.
Yeah. I knew
No.
that was from Mark. I know it's from Mark. I know how
It's
Mark
not-
talks.
Lynn, you're absolutely right. It's not from me. It was
No.
him. He said that. And
Yeah.
Darren, he said that about you. You look like a troll or something.
A
Yeah.
troll, a dwarf. Get it
A
right.
dwarf,
If
a
you're
dwarf.
gonna tell on me, get it right. I said he looked like he could be in like Lord of the Wings. From the
Yeah.
dwarf, be one of those guys that's like,
Yeah.
Hello.
Someone's
Hello.
phone.
Hi,
So
Lynn.
the-
How are you? Hi, Jason. By the way, I'm so rude. Hi, Jason. How are you?
why did
Hi.
you call Darren a troll? That's what I want to know, John.
You just admitted that you're the one that called him a troll.
I
Wasn't
said he
me.
looked like a dwarf, not a troll. Get it right.
Because of your Yankee hillbilly, whatever it is you guys call each other.
John, have
I
you
used to
ever
have-
read?
I used to have classes full of you guys, I'm laughing here.
I'm the nice one. Lynn, I'm the nice one.
Yeah, they always say that, John. They always say that.
I am the nice one, believe it or not.
No, the nice one doesn't have a team.
Not yet. I haven't drafted a team yet. Not yet.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So John and Mark, or I have to get used to pointing this way whenever I want to point this way and that way whenever I want to point that way. When is the draft going to go down? What day is that? Do you have any idea yet?
That is February 15th.
February 15th. All right.
Yes.
Right after Valentine's Day, when you get done with your, pleasantries over that great holiday of love and compassion for your spouse, then the day after that.
The day after that is when I'll be drafting all the women to Team Will It Grow.
Yeah, we know you're going to try to draft all the women.
Yes, I am. I'm a smart man.
And why do you want all the women, John?
Because from what I've seen, the women, believe it or not, are really, really, really good gardeners. Believe it or not. And I want them on my team so they can really shine and display that a woman in today's world that really wants to grow food can do it just as good as any man, if not better.
It sounds so good when you put it that way.
I want women to shine to the world that, it's not, gardening is not just about men.
Women are going to do that without you, though.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, just think of all the grandmas out there that garden. There's plenty of them.
That's right. And I want them on my team.
Well, mate, one of the people I learned to garden off was my grandmother. So.
And I'm a grandmother. So there you go.
Excellent gardener.
You are not a grandmother, Lynn.
I'm a grandmother.
Have you got great-grands yet? Are y'all close to great-grands, or how far are y'all from potential great-grands?
We're probably about 20 years off. No, 16 years off. So, but yeah.
20 years off.
I remember my great-grandmothers. I remember both of my great-grandmothers. And, those relationships are impactful. The closer families can be, the more interaction they can share is important.
Yeah. Well, my grandmother had a big block, and on either side of each block, she had it full with vegetable gardening, vegetables everywhere. And yeah, both grandmothers. So I think we all know about our fathers, our grandmothers. Yeah, they're the ones that made us get it in our blood.
My grandmother was 1907, 1908, and in the flood, there was a flood where they lived in 27. And she talked about remembering helping her dad put the corn on the high shelf to get it up out of the way of the floodwaters. And then they went to another town and were able to survive until the floodwaters went back down, and then they all went back to their places. But we asked her about the Depression one time, and she said, "Son, we were so poor, we didn't even know there was a depression. Nothing changed." So I just, I don't know.
That's an interesting story about actually having to move the harvest to keep it out of the flood.
Yeah.
I mean, these days people have a hard time even thinking about something like that. But that really was the reality back in our grandparents' time. Is if you lost your harvest, if you lost your food, you're going to starve. Hopefully we don't see those days again soon, but never know. Oh, we're getting a photobomb from a kitty. Hi, kitty.
She wasn't getting enough attention. She was biting me.
Is that the mean one?
This is the mean one, yeah.
All right.
He's vicious.
Hey, Darren, have you been thinking about the next Gladiator Challenge?
Yes, I spoke to Lynn about it, and I actually sent an email to Robert about it.
Are you going to reveal to the world what it's going to be right here on Jason's Live before your video drops?
No. This is going to kill my video views.
That's fair enough.
But
We've been waiting for it. We've been waiting for it.
If people want to see it, they're going to have to come and watch the video.
Don't give
away everything. Just tease a little bit.
But I don't know what it is. Nobody's told me.
But I know Darren's made it because his face is pale and my face is red from being out in the hot sun in the garden. You've made it, Darren. I know.
Yeah.
No, I haven't made it yet.
Oh, okay.
So now that the both of you are up here, how do you guys feel about these gladiator challenges? Is it fun? You guys like doing it?
Yeah, they're fun. Robert has the worst timing in the world, but they're fun.
Good.
Darren doesn't like rock and roll and brash people, but apart from that, we're going well.
Well, Lynn, I'm with you, and
Darren's too young
I'm
to
with you.
appreciate the finer things in life. He's just a pup.
Yeah. And I'm
Hey.
too old to care.
If it was country music, then we're all good.
Yeah.
Hey, Lynn, I'm all rock and roll. I'm all about rock and roll.
Well, I have to admit, that's probably the first rock and roll I've heard Frank and Tina since I don't know how long. I've been too busy, but yeah, they did a good job of that video they made. That was great.
They did an awesome job.
Yep.
Yeah.
Speaking of Frank and Tina, I was going to mention it earlier, but I forgot to put it in my show notes. What have you heard so far, incidentally, about Frank and Tina?
They're doing okay. They're getting much better.
Okay, I know that Tina was feeling really under the weather, and Frank was symptomatic, but handling it okay.
They're doing much better. Yes, I did get to speak to them 4 days ago, and they are doing a little bit much better.
Good. Because we need our Shedwars reporting team on the job.
That's right.
Read some comments here.
Yeah,
Robert's trying to agitate.
Robert's
trying to agitate.
Yeah,
he won't hop on, but he'll agitate from the sidelines.
Yeah, and simply Jen Homestead too. Jason, she's out of control, and Mark, you can definitely. I do not want that woman on my team. Oh, you guys are laughing, but I'm dead serious. I do not want that loose faucet on my team. I cannot handle her.
Yeah.
All the ladies on your team, John.
Yeah, but not loose faucet, not her.
She's a moderator on your live, John.
I know she is, and I'm going to make sure she's not going to be.
Jan is a lovely woman.
Okay, so Robert was saying you guys did great with the first Gladiator challenge. That was the cooking competition, if I'm not mistaken, right?
That's right, Jason.
Right? Okay. So for people that are watching on replay or in the stream that don't know what in the world's going on, that's something to go look at. There were a lot of recipes that got put up, and a lot of good-looking food.
So
I'm not going to say which one was my favorite.
No, well, what you guys didn't see was Wayne and I laughing all the way through it.
All the way. Anybody that home cuts lamb chops and makes a stew over an outdoor stovetop has got my vote. And I can go and eat noodles in a wok anytime at a Chinese stir-fry shack. Didn't say it.
I would just
saying but what you guys didn't see was Wayne and I laughing, and when I served it up, Wayne goes, "Lynn, that looks like what you serve up to the dogs. You can't serve it up like that." Not with
Now, what I would love to see is how you kangaroos cook up a chook.
A chook, yeah.
A chook, yeah, a chook.
Yeah, we'll do that. A chook, yeah. We've got plenty of chooks.
You stick a beer can up its bum and put it in the barbecue.
I've only got one chook.
You stick a beer can up the chook.
I need it back in the backyard patrolling for bugs.
You put a beer can up its bum and put it in the barbecue. Job done.
Is that a Foster's?
No, we ship that overseas. No one here drinks that junk.
Oh.
So what is a draft of choice? If I were to go to a who is the rugby team? That's not you guys. That's the New Zealanders, right?
Yeah,
that's
the Kiwi.
The Kiwis.
Yeah,
the Kiwis.
What is their football team?
Yeah.
Well,
those Samoans that destroy people on the pitch.
Yeah.
He wanted to watch a video of me picking pork chops from a tree one day. That was fun.
No, we're AFL. We're AFL.
I finally learned last night what a kiwi is. Not only is it a fruit, it's also a bird that apparently doesn't fly.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
What a stupid bird.
Yeah.
It doesn't
I shouldn't
fly.
say that. I shouldn't say that. But I always thought a bird that doesn't fly. I mean, be an eagle or something. But
No,
these kiwis,
seriously, a bird that doesn't fly is a pretty dumb bird to me.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
and we have two that
That's a
don't fly
dodo
here.
bird.
Well,
Mm.
We
apparently,
have the
yeah.
eagle, the
You
cassowary.
and Jason. Well, actually, we have three. You, Jason, and Mark. Very hard to take off.
Well, it's hard to soar like an eagle when you're
Are you
hanging out with
trying to
turkeys.
be insulting to me
Penguins.
again, John? John, why would the insults? Why would you?
Because he's asking for it. You don't notice that he's the one that's starting with me. So Jason.
Poor
No,
Jason. Poor Jason.
No insults. I'm just. Oh, he's got his net out.
You called. Look.
I've got
you
a
called this
rush
guy right here a dwarf,
already here.
or you called him a troll, and told him that I called him a troll. I called him a dwarf that looked like he came off of that TV show. The one about the kingdoms and the elves and the monsters.
I took the name and I mixed it up. Okay, you called him a dwarf. You called him a dwarf. I never once said he was a troll.
I said he looked like one of those guys that like mines the ore out of the mountains and then takes it back and like
dwarves.
fashions some
Now,
amazing thing out of it.
Jason,
I didn't think that
Jason,
was-
see what we have to put up with? Can you see what we have to put up with, these two?
Nonetheless, Mark, you're the one that said it, not me. You're the
You
one
said
that
he
said
was a troll.
Well, because I forgot what you had told me before.
The thing is, these guys are not just captains. They're the organizers. These are the people that we need to contact to ask questions. And you get this
Jason at
response
least
when you
admits
ask a
he's
question.
Jason at least admits he's like an oversized garden gnome.
That's right.
Jason's oversized in a lot of things.
If a pound garden gnome, and sometimes you get that hat up there. There we go.
Now, Jason's awesome. Everybody's awesome.
But
John,
I read this,
there's
I
one
read this
person
thing-
that's not awesome. When you look in the mirror in the morning, that's the person that you're going to see that's not awesome.
Mm.
Well, when I look in the mirror the next time, I will be sure to be looking for that person.
Oh,
What are you going to do about it?
I don't know. Maybe clean my beard up so, doesn't tickle my wife when I kiss her. Santa Claus.
That's a low blow. I haven't gotten a sugar like that on a naked lip in so long. It's a crime. And
Maybe
she tells me, she's
maybe
like,
you should
"You
be
just cut
delivering.
that a little bit."
Yeah, no, instead, you know what I think, Mark? You already have the hat on. You got the beard. Instead of you shipping out the seeds to your team, maybe you should personally deliver them on hop on a kiwi. Maybe he can fly you to the people's homes and deliver the seeds. How's that? Good luck.
Yeah, good luck.
Good luck. Good luck. Good luck, mate. Good luck, mate.
Good luck, mate.
Oh, crack on.
Oh.
oh boy.
Do the Aussies say crack on, or is that just a UK thing?
That'd be a UK.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We say
So-
crack up, don't we? We say crack up.
Crack up? No, y'all don't say
Yeah,
that.
crack
Yeah, I crack up every time I watch John. I can't take him seriously.
Well, the way we say it here is John cracks me up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we tend to shorten stuff a lot.
Yeah. Because we're lazy. Look, guys, before I put my foot in it any further, I've got to go because Wayne's packing up our prepping shed full of all the food and he's wheelbarrowing it in, and that's why I'm red. I'm supposed to go help him. So lovely talking, everyone. Bless you
Bye,
all.
Lynn.
Always great to talk
Have
to
a
you,
great
Lynn.
Christmas. All right.
Yeah.
God bless.
Nice to see
Bye.
you. Happy
God bless.
holidays, Lynn.
Yeah. You too.
All right. Bye.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, I got my little pest here. Oh, yeah. She always She wants attention whenever you're not paying attention to her. You pay attention to her, she doesn't want the attention anymore. Such a cat.
Well, and there goes the good looks out of the room.
Yeah, I know. What are we going to do now?
Hey, Darren, we still have you. You know.
You think I'm pretty?
We've got John here.
I think you are
John
definitely.
thinks you're extremely attractive.
A very good-looking guy. Yes, you are.
You know, John. I've been wanting to say this a while now.
Oh boy, here we go. Go ahead.
You've got a really pretty mouth.
Folks, this is where it starts going downhill.
Unfortunately, I didn't have a banjo, so we just had to make do with what I had behind me there.
Hey, it was a guitar and a banjo.
Oh,
I like banjo. How about some Willie Guthrie? Do you know any Willie Guthrie?
No. I know a little bit of I think it's Arlo Guthrie, but I can't play it.
Oh, who is Arlo Guthrie? Is he related? Is he one of the Guthrie boys from that old American folk music?
He may very well be. He might be familiar with the song Alice's Restaurant.
Ooh, I don't know that one.
I have to look that up sometime. I can't play it though. It's one of those really long, rambling, just picking up the guitar and mostly talking over it sort of song, which is kind of fun.
Hey, Darren, you do have a lot of white hair.
Yeah, I do have a lot of white hair.
Yeah.
I started turning grey in my 20s, but then again, my dad started going bald in his 20s, so I'm not going to insult it because I'm quite happy that it's hung around.
No. Oh, I'm not saying it looks bad. I just noticed for the first time that you actually do have a lot of. Is that white or gray?
It's grey.
Oh, okay, big difference. Yeah.
Okay, Jules said I can't remember who. Arlo is Woody Guthrie's son. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jules Small Gardening, for the musical tip.
Yeah, and they're from Oklahoma. Yay!
Blackberry pie, huckleberry pudding, traded all away to soup salad. Yeah.
Yep. We have a pretty good musical and theater tradition here in Oklahoma. People may not realize it. Some big names came from here. Gary Busey lives right here in Tulsa. Roy Clark, just a little bit.
What is Gary Busey's claim to fame?
He's an actor, but he got started in a little show called Mazeppa that was being produced by Gaylord Sartain or Gaylord S. Sartain.
Mazeppa?
Sartain or Sartain. Anyway, it was a little community television show here in Tulsa, and he got on there and was doing comedy skits on a regular basis, and it sort of went underground for a while.
Shedwars is like an underground comic station. Is he funny enough? Is
Darren funny enough?
Definitely.
I don't know. Darren could work on it a little bit, but you can't push it either. You know, if you push it too hard, then it doesn't work. It has to at least seem natural. George Burns used to say that the heart of comedy is the ability to sell sincerity. If it seems like you're being sincere when you're being absolutely absurd, then it's funny. But if you push it, it doesn't work.
Yeah. Oh, can you imagine if you were doing stand-up comedy, 15 shows in a row, and you're telling the same set for 15 shows? Can you imagine how dry those lines must be by the end of that?
Well, yeah, and at the moment, whenever I say something that I find humorous, it'll make me laugh. But if I said it 15 times in a night, then eventually I just deliver the line of it and watch the audience back up, and I'll move on to the next bit. I guess that's what the professional comedians are doing, because.
Hey, Drawer, if you still listening, yeah, you. What are you working on in the forge?
In the forge, nothing at the moment, but it might feature in my gladiator challenge.
So you're going to
There's a
have
hit.
other people build a forge to complete your gladiator challenge?
That doesn't sound fair.
No, I've actually decided I'm going to pull myself out of this gladiator challenge because it wouldn't be fair to other people.
All right. So what is this upcoming challenge? Or do we have to wait?
Have to wait.
We have to wait. But
no,
when do we get to find out? When?
I need someone to help me film it for what I'm thinking about doing. So hopefully Friday afternoon.
You mean you haven't filmed it yet? When I told you that you were supposed to have had it by tomorrow, or by Thursday.
You said Friday.
Friday. Oh, okay. Yeah, Friday.
Tomorrow's Friday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just checking.
Yeah, that's okay.
Hey, Darren, what days are Shed Wars videos supposed to drop?
No one's made a day to drop them. And which country's day?
Right. Because here in the United States, it's still Wednesday, but it's Thursday over there in Australia already.
Yeah. And is it your Friday that I was supposed to have it out by, or is it my Friday?
It's your Sunday, our Saturday.
It's got to be out by my Sunday, your Saturday.
Yeah. Shed Wars Saturday. Which for you would be Friday. Which, I don't know. I'm confused. Jason, figure this out.
How about everybody do their posting on the Saturday where it happens to be Saturday where you are?
Saturday in the United States.
On planet Earth, and you don't have 7 days a week, in which case we'll have to figure out something else to have that when it comes around.
Yeah, Shed Wars videos are supposed to be dropped is on Shed Wars Saturday for the United States. So whatever that may be for the Southern Hemisphere, I don't know.
Well, see, that wasn't in the rules for 21.
No, that was something I did not mention, and that's why I'm not enforcing it too heavily.
Yeah, I thought it was more of a convention just to make things more convenient.
Yeah, it was more convenient, to expect that one day, but I was not specific on that on the rules. You're right, Darren, and that's why we're not enforcing it and giving people a hard time about it.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I'd never even heard of it.
But in the United States, Mark specifically said Shed Wars Saturday, which is when people would drop their videos is on a Saturday. But Mark did say that in the initial beginning of the Shed Wars here. But
cool.
I mean, it's I think it might be too late for me to go back and now start, giving people a hard time, or even Mark or Robert giving people a hard time, like, hey, do it is on this day, so.
Yeah, well, as I said, I hadn't heard about it, so.
Right. I know you haven't heard because I didn't say it.
Hang on here. Jules says more watch time during the entire weekend, y'all. That's a good point. If we have the people that are in the Southern Hemisphere post 1 day early so they can get the benefit of having their videos out for the entire weekend, that would be good for them. I think I agree with Jules on that. We might want to have the Southern Hemisphere go early so they can get the entire weekend.
I don't merit, what they release affects the watch time. I don't think it does.
Maybe
for channels that only put one a week out, you're only going to look at that one during the week on whichever day you're watching.
Unless what you're dropping behind is green.
Yeah.
But I mean, channel talk.
I mean, basically what it does is by having that, like the Shed Wars video on a specific day, it brings the community together for that one day. Okay, we're going to have, instead of 2 videos here, 3 videos there, and then on Wednesday, 80 videos, is everybody is together on the same basically the same day.
But like if you guys get 50 teams apiece, which is a possibility.
Oh, we'll get more.
That means 100 videos are going to drop on a Saturday.
And then we have Saturday to watch as many as we can. We have Sunday, we have Monday, we have Tuesday. Doesn't mean that I have to sit there all day Saturday watching every single video. It just means that all the videos came out at the same time, or the same day, let's say.
So it'd be like when I'm watching your videos, just bring it up and then walk out of the room.
If you would like to,
Yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. As long as you bring it up and watch for at least 30 seconds, you can shut it right off and whatever you want to do.
I don't know that I'll watch it for 30 seconds. It's on.
You don't want to watch mine, don't click it. That's all I'm going to say.
There you go.
You guys know I watch both of you.
Yes, Darren.
And that was before Shed Wars.
I'm sorry.
I
you suffered
watch
through
yours as
that
well.
with the rest of America and obviously other people in Europe and Australia. Oh, I go back. I looked. The very first video that I put out was about that bed that I showed in my garden update. That's the first thing that I did on YouTube is built that bed.
Raised bed.
And that bed is better this year. I was thinking about that. I've got homemade compost layered in that bed. I've got my second or third year of leaves layered in that bed. And it's in much better shape this year than it was last year. And it's going to continue to improve year after year after year. And so, what started a year ago is going to be like, we're just beginning to lay some more foundational stuff. Like the bull, when he moved into his new property, the bull in the bull's garden, he put in fruit trees all over his place. Micro farmer last year, when things looked like it was getting serious, he put fruit trees all in his place. And so now, I'm just now putting fruit trees and nut trees and, that stuff is 10, 15 year vision. It's out.
That's for a long time from now. And
that's part of what people don't understand about my garden because they've only watched sort of from Shed Wars. Mine's a virgin garden.
Right.
This is a completely new garden that I've got out here.
Yeah. So was Boone Chill last year. Not only was she a virgin gardener, she had never gardened before, but they were opening up new beds as well. And, she grew an incredible amount of food in her yard. And Jason here, the Green County Agroforestry, Jason has started some things in his garden that for long term, once they begin to break down and those biological and fungal processes begin to really show the results, which is, I don't know, Jason, what are you, 3 to 5 years away from where it's just
give or take. I mean, there's going to be some noticeable improvement next year. And then year after that, even better, year after that, even better. But yeah, I mean, the shortest term thing I've got going on is going to take a full year before you see the benefit of it. So it's just been just like, okay, here's the video. And, other people are saying, well, here's my huge harvest. So I'm like, oh yeah, that's coming. It's coming. It's going to be a while.
Hey, Jen, loose faucet. Nice try. Yeah, nice try.
Oy. Of course,
Hey, Mark, and speaking about
a lot of that.
Mark, speaking about Boone Child, when she comes onto my team this coming year with my leadership, she is going to triple her growth. Just so you know.
Now, John, are you going to make her shave?
Shave what?
Because I know people on your team don't have beards.
Are you talking to Boone? I don't think Boone needs to shave. Boone looks just fine.
All right, good.
Yeah.
All right. So, has everybody said what they need to say?
Pretty much.
Pretty much. All right. So we have to wait.
I need to pretend I work for a living anyway.
Yeah, we have to wait for the Gladiator Challenge from you guys. Maybe Friday, maybe Saturday.
Hey, Gorf, get your video done.
Yeah, go get that done.
and remember, Darren, from now on, you and Lynn, whoever wins, be Be creative. You guys are down there, do it on your own. Be creative.
Yeah, and it's creative, mate, but it's also being fair too. That's why I've pulled myself out of this challenge.
Whatever it is you guys
Whatever it
decide
has
to
to
do.
be. Yeah, you see,
Robert knows what's going on. I sent him an email on it, and I don't think it'd be fair if I competed on this one.
just teasing us now.
Well, but you're doing a team thing, right?
Yeah.
Well, then it's all about the team, so don't worry about it.
Hmm.
It's
Yeah,
not
I
like
don't
you,
want to
it's
take
not
away
like
from
you
other
would,
people, so I've pulled myself out.
it's not like you would offer much anyway. So
Yeah.
I'm just
Well,
messing with you.
just more than a certain Portuguese man of war.
Jellyfish.
Hey, he had it right the first time, Jason. So
Well, that was the first time I said war at the end of that. It's normally just the Portuguese man of words.
yeah, but we all know you just revealed exactly when you say man of words that you actually don't mean it. You actually mean man of war.
No, I mean words, mate, because a lot of words come out your mouth.
Well, some people deserve a lot of words to come out of my mouth. So
It's good, Darren. It's good.
all right, guys, you guys are done with me. I am going to sit in the background and watch you guys go along.
Well,
Right.
I'm about to disappear because work thinks that I'm actually working at the moment. So hey,
And I had planned on only doing this for 1 hour, and we're already coming up on 2 now. But some folks were late getting here. I really wanted to be able to get all 4 captains together at one time. That was great having all 4 of you this morning.
All right, guys, you have a wonderful, safe, and Darren, you have a wonderful holidays, and Jason, same to you as well.
Thank you. Thank you.
no worries.
All right. Good night, everybody.
All right.